going on YouTube? What's cracking? Hey, so we out here in Utah, enjoying these mountain views, man. I'm riding through here, but I wanted to talk about Terence Crawford. First, I wanted to talk about his performance against Madrimov and if he should fight Canelo. So first, I want to say the Madrimov fight, it was a great fight, man. Real good fight. I feel like we got to see Terence Crawford think in the ring. We really haven't seen him think on that type of level in a long time. I feel like you know, he was really in a chess match. He was in a fight where he really had to figure out how to win that fight. And all credit to Madrimov, he fought hard, but he just couldn't match the skill of Terence Crawford. The speed was really the clear factor that won the fight to me. But you could also see that Terence Crawford was just the smarter fighter, the more skilled fighter, just all around. Terence Crawford was just a better fighter, period. But Madrimov fought hard. He made that fight as hard as he could for Terence Crawford. So salute to him, and he made it 12 rounds. Now, I do say, man, Bud, as far as the Canelo thing, because now everybody trying to line Bud up with Canelo. Look at these views, man. Beautiful views. I'm on my way to San Francisco, coming from Salt Lake City. But anyways, man, so Canelo, you know, that's the talks right now, whether Bud should move up 2 more weight classes and fight Canelo. My thoughts on that, man, I don't think Canelo, cause the reason why that fight yesterday was so difficult for Terence Crawford, and it was a lot of dull moments in the fight, was because Madrimov movement. His whole game plan, you could tell, was to throw Terence Crawford's counter-punching ability off. He was not trying to get countered in that fight at all. So he came in there with them herky-jerky movements and, you know, was moving real sporadically. And the reason for that was to throw Bud's counter-punching off. And he did that. Now, on Canelo, on the other hand, he's going to be more stationary. He's not going to be moving like Madrimov, but the size, man, the brute size of Canelo is just going to be, it's going to be a problem, man. I'm not going to lie. Like, that fight with Madrimov, Bud clearly won the fight. I scored it 115-113. I had Bud winning 7 rounds. Possibly even I could see Bud winning 8 rounds in that fight. But Madrimov made every round competitive. So it wasn't like Bud was washing him even in the 8 rounds or the 7 rounds that he won. Madrimov made them rounds real competitive. So the overall take of the fight was, the fight looked like a real competitive fight. Especially the fact that Madrimov did win at least 4 rounds of his own. So I say that to say, man, I feel like the only reason why he won those rounds was because of that dude was punching, man. He was punching Bud hard. And just the natural power of Madrimov made that fight close. That was the only thing that made him close in that fight. He was more accurate than Bud because he wasn't throwing punches. So when he was throwing, he made sure they counted. So he was more accurate, but Bud was so much more active, even though his percentage on, as far as his landing percentage, wasn't as high as dudes. He was so much more active, and he was and he still had a decent connect percentage. So he was the clear winner in the fight, you know. But it was just the power, man. It was like every 3 punches Bud would land, this dude would come with just like a big overhand or a straight right down the pipe, and it would just knock Bud's head all the way back. So you could clearly see, man, Bud was up against it in this fight. He did a great job, though. Salute to Bud, man. Bud is a dog, like, and that's another thing coming to the Canelo fight. I feel like Bud is more skilled than Canelo. Canelo's very skilled, though. I feel like Bud is just a little bit more skilled. He's faster, he's more athletic, all that. So when you just line them up, if they was the same size, Bud would be the clear winner in the fight. But that natural brute strength with somebody that's more skilled than this Madrimov dude, I just don't see. It's hard for me to say that Bud will come out on top against Canelo. But I'm never picking against Bud again, man. Bud is just one of them dudes where, and even in the Madrimov fight, you could see in like the 5th or 6th round, maybe the 4th round, dudes start landing some good shots on Bud. Clean shots, hard shots. Bud literally just stood his ground and just invited the fight. And you could see Bud's whole demeanor was just, I want to hurt you. You know what I mean? Like, I need all that back. Like, I'm about to sit right here until I feel like I put the punishment on you that you just hit me with. Like, just that dog. Just Bud is just that dog. And it's hard for somebody to really match his intensity, his meanness. You know what I mean? And it's a fight, so you have to be able to match that level. I do feel Canelo is a strong, you know, he's an A-class fighter for a reason. So he's gonna be able to raise his level like Bud, but it's hard for me to pick against Terence Crawford, man. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, after what I seen him do to Errol Spence, it's hard for me to pick against him, man. And that's what me understanding weight classes are there for a reason. And it's still like, I can't even fix my mouth to say somebody will beat Terence Crawford moving up 2 more weight classes. But like I said, man, that's just me understanding the dog in Bud. But if I'm just being realistic from really breaking down the sport, Bud is going to be up against it in that fight. But if anybody can figure it out, I think Bud can do it, man. But that's just my thoughts on it, man. Boxing is perspective. Let me know yours in the comments, man. Let me know in the drop. Like I said, I'm out here moving around America. We going from city to city right now. I'm in Utah. I done did videos all across America, man, just to give y'all some sights and visuals as I go through these cities. And I break down the current state of boxing, man. So that's my thoughts on the Madrimov fight with Bud. And if he was to move up to 68 and fight Canelo, man. But like I said, man, let me know what y'all think in the comments. Like, subscribe. I'm out.